Breaking news about the election corruption in Bridgeport, Connecticut mayoral primary race 2023. I am Leroy Truth Investigations. Please subscribe now to my channel. Don't wait. Subscribe now. Help get this message out to more people. Please like this video as well. Critical, important breaking news. I did a story last week where I literally went to the government center in Bridgeport to talk with Mayor Ganim about allegations of election tampering before the primary, pressuring residents from his canvassers to give them their ballots. And it is insane what we have uncovered here. And we were sent from an anonymous person this video that you are seeing some of this now. And this looks to be clear election rigging for Mayor Ganim. And it looks like John Gomes most likely is the winner of the Bridgeport primary race in Bridgeport, Connecticut for mayor. And take a look at this. This was from the other day when I went to the government center. And by the way, there are 3 people currently under federal criminal investigation for tampering with the 2019 Bridgeport, Connecticut mayor race. And one of those women, Wanda Geter-Pataky, she is the person that seems to be in this video who appears to be stuffing absentee ballots, which is completely against the law, into a ballot box right in front of the government center in Bridgeport, Connecticut, caught on camera. How stupid can you freaking be? And it's also timestamped to show this ain't during normal business hours here. And she's even looking around, as you see in the video here. She's like looking around. Hey, anyone seeing me? Mayor Ganim only won by a few hundred votes, supposedly in 2019. He only won by 200 and something votes. I think it's 271 votes this election, or 251. And this may be one of the most egregious cases of election rigging ever caught on camera in the history of this United States of America. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, rigging elections is possible when you have absentee ballots. And take a look at this, which is from last week. Welcome, everyone. I am Leroy Truth for Leroy Truth Investigations. Now, I get locked out by Wanda Geter-Pataky, the woman who seems to be the one stuffing ballots. I went there to interview Mayor Ganim about a local gentleman who was arrested for trying to get answers from Mayor Ganim because he hasn't been able to get an appointment. People keep hanging up on him. And I also wanted to ask him about alleged interference with voting before the primary. And I attended a press conference of John Gomes, who was the candidate running against Mayor Ganim, and his campaign managers made allegations that there was election tampering already going on. I went to the Bridgeport, Connecticut Town Center here, Government Center, to speak directly with Ganim on these allegations, and Wanda Geter-Pataky locked the building down because Joe Ganim told her to. And I am in front of the Margaret Morton Government Center, which is the Bridgeport, City of Bridgeport, Connecticut Government Center. And we're going to... There she is. She is looking to see what I'm doing. And they know who I was because I did a previous video about the corruption in Mayor Ganim's past and asking questions about his present tenure. And watch what she does. Talk with Mayor Ganim and see what he has to say about how Joe Burns got arrested twice. Now she goes to the other side. Once for trying to see him, and people were ignoring Joe Burns for months, and he was begging for help. That's the person, looks to be in the video, stuffing ballots completely illegally, completely unlawfully. This is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Bridgeport, Connecticut. It looks like election rigging. Stolen election, stolen away from the opponent, John Gomes, in the primary, Democratic primary for the mayor office in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Mayor Joe Ganim, who you may know from a previous video, ex-felon, did 7 years in prison for crimes he committed while he was mayor previously. Look at her there. And you're going to see if you recognize her in the security video of what appears to be her stuffing absentee ballots into the official box, which is the official ballot box, which is right next to that gentleman in the white t-shirt. Of Bridgeport, Connecticut, somehow gets reelected. There's the box 4 years ago. That's the election box that you're going to see in the security video. And this is the security video right there. there was grave concern that there was tampering with the election results, of which he won the primary by less than 300 votes, and a judge said there were, in fact, improprieties that he found in the election process, but not enough to redo the election. And that was in 2019. And she's implicated. She, Wanda, is under federal criminal investigation right now. Article came out August 30th in a local Connecticut paper and September 1st. That she is under federal criminal investigation for tampering in the 2019 election. And now recently, then she locked the entire building down. Watch this. I wasn't able to get in. Turns out 3 of Joe Ganim's staffers are being investigated for criminal conduct during the 2019 primary. So I'm going to ask, and I didn't realize, unbeknownst to me at the time, that one of the people, Wanda, who is under federal criminal investigation for election tampering in 2019, she was right behind me, and then she locks the entire building down. And no one, the entire public, a journalist, I couldn't get in to talk with Mayor Ganim, except someone actually let me in, who was a member of the public. But the public couldn't get in for about 45 minutes. I didn't know that was her who locked the building down. Little did I know, she was already stuffing the ballot box, which you see right here. Mayor, let's go right to it. So watch this. Now that's Mayor Ganim there, Ganim, and that is Wanda Geter-Pataky behind him. And that is the woman who appears to be the one stuffing ballots here. She's the woman who locked me out of the government center to prevent me from asking Mayor Ganim directly about these allegations before the primary.
I got your back, Mayor.
I got your back, Mayor. I'm going to be stuffing some ballots, or maybe, you know what? I already stuffed the ballots for you there.
Nothing better than that, right?
Now watch this. 5:41 a.m. September 5th. There appears to be Wanda. What she have in her hand? Legal absentee ballots. It appears to be. Watch where she goes. Dirty camera footage. Government center. What she's got there. Going directly to the official ballot box. That's what it says on there. Putting all these ballots in there. Remember, he only won by 250 something or 271 votes. It's so easy. Add an addition. 100 ballots in there. Now, where'd she go? And it's all put on security cameras. And do you think she's stupid or just arrogant? The Ganim campaign feels untouchable. She's in the inner circle of the Joe Ganim campaign. Here she comes. Here she comes. She got some more ballots in her hand. Look at this. Look at this. Have you ever seen a more blatant example of election stuff? Election rigging and election. 5:43 p.m. Not quite business hours. 6:38 a.m. September 5th. Deja vu. Here she comes. Looking around. Anyone see me? This is drop number 1. This is drop number 1 here. She pointed to somebody there. See, there's the election ballot box there. 7:17 a.m. This is a very rich day for ballot stuffing today. Now, she's at the desk. There, that's where she's supposed to be. And when I came in, but she wasn't. She locked us out. Now she's watching someone, escorting someone else to stuff the ballots. This is a fourth deposit. While she watched. Now look, this guy, and you know what? I think he may be the same guy who was in the white t-shirt when I was doing my video. Now she's coming out. They're coming back into the government center. Job well done. I think we just rigged the election. And look at this. 3 tied to Joe Ganim's Bridgeport Mayor campaign recommended for charges. Nearly 4 years after a Hearst investigation into the alleged misuse of absentee ballots in the contentious 2019 Bridgeport Democratic mayoral primary that was narrowly won, supposedly by Mayor Joe Ganim, state elections officials have recommended possible criminal violations from 3 people. One of those is Wanda, who you saw in the video here, aligned with the mayor's campaign, including a member of the city council to the chief state's attorney. And if this doesn't just make your blood boil, but demand from the Secretary of Elections, from the Attorney General, and from the mayor's office as well, demand a complete investigation. And actually, the mayor's office, forget it. They're not going to give you an investigation. However, check this out. And this is also very disturbing, is there is an investigation going on now. However, here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. The investigation is being done by the freaking Bridgeport police. It says, as state criminal prosecutors review evidence from Bridgeport's controversial 2019 mayoral election primary, a whopping 4,300 mail-in ballots are so far in play for the city's Tuesday's face-off between incumbent Joe Ganim and challenger John Gomes for far more than in any other municipality in Connecticut. And I want you to see the headline. You see the headline here? The headline says, this is before the primary. Connecticut officials to keep a keen eye on Bridgeport ballots during the Tuesday primary. Well, their eye wasn't so keen, was it, ladies and gentlemen? They didn't see what was going on, and they didn't seem to freaking question the results that were razor-thin close when there was already, not just allegations, a judge found irregularities in the 2019 primary. And this is how Connecticut officials kept a keen eye on Bridgeport ballots? If it wasn't for some major patriots that were able to get us this security footage from the government center, this would have never been seen the light of day. And Mayor Ganim would have once again so-called won unlawfully, it looks like, the primary, which would have made him the mayor since the city of Bridgeport is 90% Democrat. So whoever wins the primary for the Democrats, they win the race. So they didn't keep quite a keen eye on it, did they? Take a look at this. Tied to Joe Ganim's 2019 Bridgeport mayoral campaign recommended for criminal charges. And who do we have in the mix here? And let's see. Named in the referral was Alfredo Castillo, a member of the city council, for God's sakes. Wanda Geter-Pataky, a city hall employee who you saw in the video, and Nilsa Heredia, all of whom supported Ganim. And remember, who said, I got your back. I got your back, Mayor. I got your back. So this is some insanely, egregiously. So what are we going to do about this, ladies and gentlemen? Peacefully, of course. We work with the law, through the law, and look for judges to do the right things, prosecuting attorneys to do the right things. And how there is a police investigation underway now. I'm going to show you this. This is insane. Now, this just came out September 16th. Gomes alleges election tampering in Bridgeport primary. Police investigating. It's freaking Mayor Ganim's Bridgeport police, for God's sakes. They're the ones who illegally and unlawfully arrested Joe Burns, the business owner who was simply trying to get help. They arrested him twice under the direction of Mayor Joe Ganim. And Gomes, John Gomes, alleges election tampering in Bridgeport primary. Police investigating. And again, you saw the video. The video shows a woman dropping stacks of papers into an absentee ballot drop box outside the government center in Bridgeport. And here we go. Does that look like Wanda? It sure as hell does. Hours after John Gomes' campaign released a video Saturday, which he alleges shows evidence of election tampering in the Bridgeport primary by a supporter of Mayor Joe Ganim, the city's police department confirmed it was investigating the actions in the footage. This is a joke. His own police department, who does his bidding, is investigating. And this article, this writer doesn't challenge that. Gomes challenged Ganim in the September 12th Democratic primary, losing by 251 votes. You think maybe Wanda there had at least 251 votes that she was stuffing in there, including that other man? The video, which was posted to the Gomes campaign Facebook page, and I was the first to break this on social media, on YouTube, to show you this, what looks to be egregious, arrogant, the most arrogant election interference I've ever seen, in front of the freaking security cams at the government center. The video, which was posted to the Gomes campaign Facebook page, shows a woman dropping stacks of papers into an absentee ballot box outside the government center in Bridgeport, where the city's registrar of voters office is also located. That's convenient. The Gomes campaign alleges that the video shows Wanda Geter-Pataky, a Ganim supporter. Remember, she said, I got your back, Mayor. in a speech she was giving, she got his back and looks like she got him 251 extra votes, dropping off stacks of absentee ballots ahead of the primary. The Connecticut Mirror could not independently verify who was shown in the footage. Well, what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? You've seen it. Attempts to reach Geter-Pataky by phone and Facebook Messenger were unsuccessful. So, what are your thoughts? And what are you going to do as a free American? Again, always peaceful, always within the law. I do not condone any violence or threats. I want to make that super clear. At Leroy Truth Investigations. And if you do choose to redress the government, always do it peacefully and respectfully. However, you absolutely have a right to demand that a criminal investigation with whatever outside agencies, forget Bridgeport Police, that's a joke, them investigating. If it's FBI, election commissions, the Attorney General in Connecticut, there needs to be an immediate criminal investigation. The results of the absentee ballots need to be thrown the hell out. And John Gomes, by the way, was winning. Before everyone went to sleep, he was winning. And people went to sleep, woke up, hey, Joe Ganim won by 251 votes. What a miracle that is. But not a miracle. It looks like Wanda had the back of incumbent Mayor Joseph Ganim. This is Leroy Truth, bringing you the truth, bringing you breaking news updates into what appears to be egregious, extreme voter corruption. And how dare them take the votes that were actually cast by the good people of Bridgeport, Connecticut, and overturn the people's will. And remember, Joseph Ganim did 7 years in federal prison for crimes he committed while he was mayor, using his office as mayor. Maybe this will give anyone in the future pause to vote for someone again who totally got rid of the people's trust, shredded the people's trust with their criminal actions. This is Leroy Truth for Leroy Truth Investigations. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. Please share this video. Please comment. Let's get the word out so the people demand justice is served in this race, and the true and rightful winner will win the Democratic primary. Thank you for your support.